The world's biggest tournament is coming, and the official FIFA World Cup 26 try-under competition ball is here at the Goal 90 shop. Designed for the game's biggest stage, it's built for precision, speed and control. Right now, you can make it yours with 30% off plus free shipping. Don't just watch the World Cup, own a piece of it. Visit goal90.shop today and order now. Imagine a player who cost half as much as the Premier League's biggest summer signings, yet within weeks has become the beating heart of his team. What if Tottenham's smartest move wasn't a £100 million superstar, but a £55 million dynamo who dribbles past everyone in sight? This is the story of Mohammed Kudus, and why his transfer already looks like the bargain of the season. Let's rewind to July. West Ham valued Cudas at £85 million. He'd scored 19 goals and provided 13 assists in 80 games for them, and big clubs were circling. Some thought he'd go to Chelsea. Instead, Tottenham swooped, negotiated a cut-price deal of £55 million and offered him a 6-year contract. Cudas didn't choose Spurs for money. He said he joined because he believed in Thomas Frank's project and wanted to grow under a coach who trusts his talent. For West Ham, it felt like a betrayal. For Spurs, it looked like a risk. Now it looks genius. Remember the pundits who shrugged at the signing, who said he's just another flashy winger, Tottenham are wasting cash? Those voices have gone quiet. In his first 6 Premier League games, Cudas registered 4 assists. Against Leeds, he added his first Spurs goal, dispossessing Gabriel Gudmundsson, gliding into the box and drilling the ball into the bottom corner. Earlier in that same match, he threaded a perfect pass to Mathys Tel for the opener. The 2-1 victory ended Leeds' 23-game unbeaten home run and lifted Spurs to second place in the table. Talk about an immediate impact, but the stats behind those headlines are even more outrageous. According to StatMuse, Cudas leads the Premier League in 4 categories: most assists, most successful take-ons per 90 minutes, and most duels won. He's also 3rd for chances created. In the Leeds game alone, he attempted 6 dribbles and completed every single one. He contested 19 duels, winning 10. Across the season, he has attempted 57 dribbles, more than any player in Europe's top 5 leagues, and completed 30, again, the most. Only Jack Grealish and Bruno Fernandes have created more than Cudas' 13 chances. This isn't just good, it's historic. As Yahoo Sports noted, he's the only player in Europe to have completed 30 dribbles at this stage, 11 more than his nearest rival. When you lead in assists, dribbles and duels, you are dominating every facet of attacking football. The Leeds match provides a microcosm of his influence. Tottenham went to Elland Road facing a side unbeaten at home for 23 games. In the 22nd minute, Cudas picked up the ball near halfway, drove forward and released Mathys Tel, whose deflected shot opened the scoring. The stadium hushed. Tottenham's travelling fans erupted. Leeds equalised, but Spurs kept pressing. In the 57th minute, Cudas robbed Gudmundsson on the flank, cut inside and with defenders scrambling, fired a low shot past Caldalo. The goal sealed victory, ended Leeds' streak and propelled Spurs to 2nd. After the game, he said he'd definitely been waiting for that first goal and that the breakthrough gave him confidence. He admitted he'd been working on his finishing all week. That humility and work ethic are hallmarks of a future superstar. Before we go further, let's look at who Cudas is. Born in Accra, Ghana, he came through the Right to Dream Academy, moved to Denmark's FC Nordjylland at 16, and within a year was making headlines with his trickery. Ajax took him to Amsterdam, where he won 2 league titles and scored Champions League goals as a teenager. He then joined West Ham, where under David Moyes he shifted from a wide forward to a midfield playmaker. Those 19 goals and 13 assists in 80 games reflect a player already used to the Premier League's physicality. Tottenham fans worried he might be another raw talent needing time. Instead, he arrived fully formed, carrying the confidence of a man who turned down bigger wages because he wanted the right project. What makes him so good? It's not just the dribbles, he's a hybrid, part winger, part number 10, part false 9. At Ajax, he learned to play centrally, receiving on the half-turn and slicing through lines. At West Ham, he was asked to defend, to press, to run beyond the striker. At Spurs, Thomas Frank uses him in a free-roaming role. He drifts wide to isolate full-backs, comes inside to overload midfield and drops deep to start attacks. Defenders don't know whether to track him or pass him on. That uncertainty creates space for teammates like Xavi Simons, Mathys Tel and Richarlison to exploit. The result? Spurs are fluid, unpredictable and fun again. Lucy Ward described his performance against Leeds as electric, praising his front-footed drive and quality of finishing. She hinted that he could be the heir to Mohamed Salah's all-action style. Others called him Tottenham's most influential player. Consider his versatility. He can play anywhere across the front line, uses both feet, is strong enough to hold off defenders and quick enough to burst past them. This flexibility means Frank can switch systems mid-game. One moment Cudas hugs the touchline to drag defenders wide, the next he slips into the half space to combine with Tell. Later he drops deeper so Simons can run beyond. Tactical variety becomes a feature, not a bug. The numbers keep stacking up. Thanks to Cudas, Spurs are outscoring expectations. He ranks first among all Premier League players for most successful take-ons per 90 minutes and total duels won. He has completed more dribbles than every player in Europe. He's top for assists and among the leaders for chances created. His 30 completed take-ons put him 11 clear of his nearest rival. Stats like these aren't just good, they're exceptional. And there's more. In the same match he won 10 duels and completed every dribble. He also delivered 4 key passes and covered more ground than any Spurs attacker. He's attempted 57 dribbles in total and completed 30, showing not only volume but efficiency. When you watch him glide through midfield, it feels like he's playing his own game. He doesn't just beat players, he humiliates them with body feints, elasticos and sudden bursts of pace. At times, he looks like he's on FIFA's skill moves tutorial, but there's always an end product, a cross, a through ball, a shot. Beyond numbers, what stands out is his mentality. Cudas has spoken about patience and development. When asked why he turned down bigger clubs, he said he needed the right project. When asked about his first Spurs goal, he said he'd been waiting and working. After the Leeds win, he said he needed to represent his country and return focused. There's no arrogance, there's ambition and gratitude. That mindset endeared him to Frank, who said after the match it was about time he scored and praised his character. Frank also emphasized that Tottenham's good start isn't just about tactics, it's about mentality, cohesion, and players like Cudas who embody those values. Consider the broader picture. The 2025 summer saw some eye-watering fees. Arsenal spent £55 million on Victor Gyökeres, Liverpool splashed out £116 million on Florian Wirtz and £125 million on Alexander Isak. Chelsea invested nearly £100 million on Jamie Gittins, Alejandro Garnacho and others. Tottenham's £55 million outlay on Cudas, making him their 4th most expensive signing ever, now looks like a steal. He cost less than the £85 million release clause West Ham had wanted, yet he outperforms players worth twice as much. It's also worth noting that he's the first player to move directly from West Ham to Spurs in more than a decade. That alone added spice to the transfer. For West Ham fans, it was betrayal. For Spurs fans, it was redemption, and he's not just any signing, he's become the face of Tottenham's new era. Wayne Rooney recently said Cudas might be Tottenham's most influential player. When a Manchester United legend speaks like that, you listen. How has he changed Tottenham's game? Under Postecoglou last season, Spurs were thrilling but naive, all-out attack, vulnerable transitions, hearts broken late in games. Thomas Frank has introduced balance, pressing triggers, midfield control and defensive shape. Cudas' ability to press and win duels enhances that structure. He leads the press, forcing turnovers. His dribbling breaks through mid-blocks. His vision unlocks parked buses. Spurs now look like a complete side, capable of grinding out results or blowing teams away. And with players like Kulusevski and Maddison injured, Cudas has taken the creative mantle and delivered. So where does this leave us? On current form, Mohammed Kudus isn't just a good signing, he's among the signings of the summer. He costs less than his release clause, integrated instantly, leads multiple statistical categories, and has already contributed 5 goal involvements in 7 games. He dribbles like Neymar, presses like a midfielder, and finishes like a striker. He joined Tottenham because he believed in a project, and now he's making believers of everyone else. Will he keep it up? Will defenders adapt? Will bigger clubs try to lure him away? Nobody knows. But right now, Spurs fans are savouring every twist, turn and nutmeg. And West Ham fans are wondering why they agreed to a £55 million cheque. What do you think? Is Mohammed Kudus already the bargain of the season? Can Tottenham build a title challenge around him? Or is it too early to crown him the new king of North London? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this analysis, please like the video, subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated with all our no-fluff football analysis. buy.